Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Continue here with Transport Fever 2 or EPEC challenge. Every product to every city on a tropical map. Tropical map. Oh my goodness, that was the last Apex challenge. This is a dry map. 1850 star hard difficulty. I think it's because tropical just rolls off the tongue so much better than dry. So yes, our nice Wild Wild West theme. So today's episode is, well, let's go back to the last episode first. So last episode we put in a really long line. Let's go take a look at that real quick, just in case you for some reason wanted to skip the last episode or just need a quick recap. We built a line from on our northern end of our map from Sioux Falls, which is our most northernmost city, down to Durham, where we have a potential split in the future, and then over to Brownsville. So I'm not going to put a passenger line on this yet because I'm just not sure our passenger line is going to be profitable. I'd much rather let the cities grow just a teeny little bit before I do the passenger line. So in this episode, we're going to focus on getting a commercial good to 2 out of 3 of these cities. And in case you just caught up really fast, you probably already know what that good is, because there's only one good that's copied twice between the 3 cities, and that is construction material or bricks, you know, because we built this city not on rock and roll, on bricks. So here we go. Let's go ahead. We're going to use this stone quarry right here, and we're going to use this construction materials plant as our base. So let's go ahead and get this figured out. We do not need roads, especially right here. We definitely don't need roads. So let's go ahead and delete them. Awesome, sweet. Station. I'll probably will do a quick fast forward connecting the tracks, but I do want to just put the station in because I don't know. I don't recall what have I done so far up to this point. 120 meters is good. We were gonna go ahead and make this. That'd be nice if I pressed the wrong. Oh, crap. Let's restart because I just pressed the comma key, and I don't know if that means it goes up or down. Yeah, the M and N key does the rotating in this game, and the comma period key does the like up and down. So when you misclick, I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and get this kind of flush with the quarry. We need a connection. There it is. All right, put you down right there. All right, so that is the right thing. It's cargo, and then going down to construction material plant. Now this one's gonna be tricky because I need to be able to drop it off, but I also need this road because we're just gonna take directly from here and wheel it down into Sioux Falls. We probably will use a train to take it back to Brownsville, but that's not right now. That's in the future. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a train station on this side, but because I don't want like major issues, we're just gonna go ahead and build a road. All right, station. And like I said, we'll figure out how to get it back to Brownsville in a little bit. All right, so now we just need to do a quick fast forward, get these 2 hooked up. We are going to connect to here to our main line. So it's going to get onto our main line and then off of our main line to connect over here. So without further ado, enjoy the fast forward build. All right, our fast forward build is over. We got the line set up, signals in, so let's go ahead and make a train. Let's buy the vehicles. Oh, we got a few more vehicles to choose from. I don't think anything's going to take me off the general, so we're sticking with the general. And we need to transport stone, which is in a gondola. Is that here? Do we want a special color for this one? Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it looks good enough. All right, so let's go ahead. I think our capacity is 10 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 11. Yeah, it's 10. All right, so you got 10 of them. Let's go ahead and buy one. Super cheap for the money that I do have. And it's going to put on the stone construction material line. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to put 3 times speed on. And I just realized that thing's headed in the opposite direction, which is fine. We can actually reverse it. It's the only train on the line. So once it gets past these junctions up here, we can go ahead and reverse it because then it has a way of getting on back on the right line. Didn't think that far ahead. I was just trying to put a line in that I could easily branch off into this line too. You know, trying to cut back on cost. Not that I really need to at this point, but you know, you never know when every penny counts. So yeah, right now this is fine. It's the only vehicle. It won't cause any kind of problems, and it has the cross pattern to get onto the right line. What double slip switches where it needs to be. See right there it goes. It's on now. It's on the right track. There is one little janky place right here where both the train coming to and from both cross over that little inner junction. I may have to do something differently there in the future, but for right now I'm going to let it be. But I do feel like I might in the future have to do something a little different. I don't think that's the hopefully that's not the halfway point. So if like I have 2 on there and that's the halfway point, we're going to constantly run into problems. I'm hoping it's not, where we shouldn't run into problems if I do have 2 trains on there. If so, I'll just have to immediately do some reconstruction. All right, so first off, let's see what our initial rate is here. 59. All right, we definitely need a second train. So our capacity is 100 is what we can currently do. So 59, what is our demand here? Either way, we're gonna have to put a second train on. There's no way we can get it to grow. Right now, that is enough for Sioux Falls. So let's go ahead and get that established. So we just basically need a truck station. One of these days I'll get it right. Gonna do 20. All right. I'll put construction material there and we'll drop them off. Oh man, you guys couldn't pick the worst spot. We're gonna drop off there in front of residential. That's not ideal. And that just reminded me, the last episode I forgot to mention one of the things that I was doing. You guys probably saw this in the flash forward. If you haven't seen it, go back, watch last episode. It's pretty much an entire like time lapse episode because of how much time I spent. Yeah, it was a long time. But anyways, one of the things I looked at and I didn't explain it in the time after the time lapse is I went to this right here, the land use areas. I tried to keep the stations closer to where commercial and industrial are going to go because they don't really care about the noise pollution or emission pollution. And it helps. So the less pollution or emission pollution that you have in your city, the more it helps to grow, right? It's a debuff to growth, right? If you take a look at your city, right, it's a debuff to growth. So trying to keep that away from where residents live helps keeps that number as low as possible, which helps gives you the maximum growth you can possibly get at any given time. So that's that. And we just dropped off stone and I don't have this line set up yet, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Go 1-time speed here. Let's go ahead and establish this line real quick because, you know, game's gonna annoy me if I don't. All right, we got road delivery, construction material to Sioux Falls. I'm assuming that's how you say that. I don't think it's Suex, but I think it's just Sue. But like I said, I haven't heard that name pronounced since I was in elementary school. So, you know, feel free to correct me if you need to. All right, so that takes care of construction material in Sioux Falls. Got my little bingo card here. The other thing that I forgot to mention, now that it just hit me, I noticed this after I was doing all my upgrades and stuff, after the end of 2 episodes ago, before I came, you know, took a break, whatnot. Is we actually have our first city that demands 4 goods. Oops, I lied. All right, Augusta. I have seen it demand 4 goods yet. Obviously, it disappeared a little bit here, but it's really like I think the threshold's 325 for demand 4 goods, so it will grow again. But it did demand 4 goods off camera, so you know, we'll wait. I'll show you guys I'll show it to you guys again, or for the first time in your guys' case. All right. Anyways, let's stop getting distracted. I swear, sometimes I feel like I'm like the dog from Up, right? I'm going along, squirrel, going along, squirrel, and I get distracted way too much. So let's see if I can keep paying attention here. All right, let's go ahead and get a road depot. There you go. All right, and let's just go ahead and get 2 on to establish the. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a fancy one that I'm not going to use. Cargo. Got me all excited for nothing. All right, let's grab 2 of these. Let's get the line established. All right, and that will establish the line. All right, let's go back to 3 times speed. All right, it didn't use all the stones, so hopefully some of the construction material comes over here. Maybe. You have 2 left, 1 left. Seriously, you're gonna do me like that? All right. All right, you almost have 1 complete cycle into you. What do we have? 61. Okay, so the rate went up just a tad bit, but not a ton. I am going to go ahead and put a second train on, though. I'm just going to go ahead and let that one completely go in the opposite direction. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we do here. All right, and then the other game plan is be able to get construction material back to Brownsville. I think we can just do a train back to Brownsville. Brownsville is a pretty big city. Let's reverse this real quick. Yeah, so Brownsville's a pretty big city. I was like, I'm just so confused what just happened there. But it all worked out in the end. So you can see like a train come from here down to here has a rate of 61. So 1 train going from the construction material plant up to Brownsville should keep us a rate below 52. So we can probably just train in a cart full of construction material to Brownsville. So we'll set that up here. We still have time left in this episode, so I think I'm gonna let that be. Yeah, we'll come back and take a look at this real quick. Let's try to set that up real fast. All right, so one thing is, well, we got passengers and we're gonna have, I want to make sure I do this correctly. Oh, what's the city that I already set up? Augusta. All right, yeah, I want to mirror this kind of setup in every place I go. So gotcha. Of course, I didn't really draw out the roads here, so let's go ahead and draw out the roads, streets, medium. Keep it straight. So we just need a truck station. All right, there we go. Let's get a truck stop. Oh wow, look, you guys are all right there. Huh. This one's gonna be a little short route. Brownsville. I should really disable. So I really want to disable those notifications, but like I also need to know sometimes if there's something I'm working on, if it's going to close on me, or if there's something I'm waiting on and a new one comes down, so I can go check out where it is. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm a confused man. What can I say? Let's see. All right, so that one's going. What is our rate there? It is 12, which, okay, we can definitely do one more, but that's fine for right now. All right, the other thing is we got to get construction material. We got to get a road that comes on here, so let's go ahead. See what we can do. We want to keep this flat. I don't think I need 2 of these. So I'm just going to connect these like this, but I'm only going to use the one side for right now to connect in. Double slip switch there. Cool. All right. So that should allow us to have the connection. Let's go ahead and make the line, new line. We may double this up now that I know how I'm doing this. And we're going to have you go. Make sure you select it. This always throws me off when it puts the passenger on this side, cargo on this one. Can really throw a guy off. We don't have construction material color on a railroad, so let's go and do that. All right, let's put you on Brownsville. I should probably put more signals in, but I'm only going to start with one train so I can get a train started and then put signals in. I'll probably do that off camera real quickly. Right, you guys don't need that in a flash forward. It's not that urgent. All right, so we need general. We need to deliver construction material, which is a state car. All right, let's add 10 of those. 70. All right, so that's ready to go. We have to do one more thing before we go, and we need to make sure this has a capacity of 70, which I probably didn't do a smart thing. I got to move that thing further out, but I can. That's a cheap thing to do. Cargo. Does one of those give me 70? Yes, it does. All right, cool. So now I have enough capacity. All right, that's good. But wait till construction gets down here before we put more horse carts on to have a rate that we needed to match 52 or close to 52, or over under, doesn't really matter. All right, guys, I think that's where we're good. We'll go ahead and put a cut in there for this episode. So guys, if you're enjoying this series so far, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to leave a comment. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.